So I got fired 4 days ago. I was wrongfully terminated. But, I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna say the company's name. But I will say, I put a lot of work in for that company, a lot of hours in for that company, ran the company while I was there. I was given a lead role at my job, but it wasn't a management position because they didn't want to pay me management pay. So I was terminated for attendance and punctuality. I was scheduled from 10:30 to 4:30, 5 days a week. Mind you, I had just passed my year with this company. January made a year. I would probably come in sometimes a little late, 10:45, 11 o'clock, but I would always stay past my end time, which was 4:30. But I was always there till I was always the last person there from the morning, including the general manager. As soon as 4:30 hit and somebody else came, she went flying out the door. But I was always the last person there to make sure that the night crew was good for the night before I left. So, if we were to pull up my times, it would say I was there till 6, 7, sometimes 8. Sometimes I stay and I close the restaurant because they're short staffed. But, my work speaks for itself, and I don't feel the need to say names or be spiteful. The old me probably would have been a little spiteful, but I'm just being open and honest with my viewers and letting them know what's really going on with me. I was afraid to even say anything at first, because especially to my mom and my family, because I know I'm down here in Georgia by myself, so I know how they can get, and they get very worrisome. They worry about a lot. I don't want to stress nobody out, have nobody worried about me, because I'm a grown man and I can handle it. I was smart about it though, because I was putting money away. I had my rent situation for February already handled, so I don't have to worry about rent until March. I'm very grateful for the opportunity. I'm very grateful that I was able to work for a black-owned business. I wish they were more hands-on with their employees. If I ran a company and I had employees that were working for me since we first opened and a situation like this occurred, I would definitely be, reaching out to them, making sure everything's okay, trying to figure out what's really going on. But that's not how it went. We're gonna speak in code. I'm gonna say Fiona. Some people know what I mean by Fiona, but I had a Fiona at the post office and I have a Fiona here. So this Fiona here, she's young, and this is her first real job outside of babysitting, and she's a general manager at a business. So Fiona is getting paid little of nothing, but Shrek won't be able to find anybody to fill the position with that amount of pay. So it's kind of whatever Fiona says goes, but I know I was wrongfully terminated. You're terminating me off of attendance and punctuality. I've never, over the year that I've been there, I've never had a verbal warning. I've never had a written write-up, anything. I come into work, if it is 20-30 minutes late and it's a, hey Ronnie, all in my face being fake. And not once was it, Ronnie, you gotta get here at 10:30 or whatever. And I would understand where it was coming from, but it kind of just came out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Storyline of it all, Fiona had a list of people that she wanted to let go, but she didn't want to do it herself. So she has somebody else who has a backbone to do her dirty work. So Fiona has this list of people that she's wanting to get rid of for whatever reasons. Mind you, my reason being attendance and punctuality, and there's people who have come into the company after me and have missed way more days and who are late every single day or a few hours every day late or have to leave early every day. And she didn't let them go, but I knew it was personal because when Fiona makes a schedule, Fiona schedules me on certain days, and when I'm scheduled, Fiona doesn't show up to work because she knows that I can handle the restaurant. But when I don't show up to work, Fiona gets in trouble because Fiona is actually supposed to be at work. So basically I was just covering her ass. But the first day I was salty and I was like, okay, wow. But now I'm not, because I know that God has bigger and better in store for me, so I'm not gonna let that throw me off or discourage me. I filed for unemployment. I got approved for emergency food stamps. I'm just gonna utilize the benefits while I can until I decide what I want to do. I'm not sure if I want to stay in the same industry that I was in. I will say that this has pushed me to pursue some of the goals that I have for 2020, and I planned on signing up for this course the first week of February, but I'm actually going to be signing up for it at the beginning of next week. Today's Friday, so I have to figure out which program I want to go through. It's pushing me to get that done. I'm not going to really say anything about that just yet, but probably next week I'll speak on it once I am actually signed up, and I'll share that with you all. But I just want to keep it real. I want to let people know. I want people to see my journey, and I want to keep it real and raw and let y'all know what's really going on, so I can inspire somebody else and not get discouraged when things like this happen. But I'm not salty about it, but Fiona has left a bad taste in my mouth because I thought we were somewhat cool, but I just realized she's fake as hell. Okay, so this is how the week went by. So, okay, I worked on Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday, I come to work and I'm having, Tuesday morning I woke up and I was having really bad chest pains, like really bad, to the point where I could barely even turn over in my bed. Like it was terrible. So I suck it up. I try to make it through the work day, and I'm clenching my chest all day at work, and I'm in so much pain. Customers and other management and other management from the sister company that was there, everybody's recommending you really need to go to the emergency room because chest pains are serious. You don't know what's going on. You need to go get that checked out. So me, I'm like, okay, I really hate hospitals, so I really don't be wanting to go. But my chest was really hurting me, so I had to go. So Tuesday, I actually stayed at work till about 8 o'clock because they were short-staffed and didn't have anybody to work the bar, so I stayed. When I get off of work, I'm like, okay, let me take some medicine and lay down and see if I feel a little better, and I did not. So it's about 10 o'clock now, and I have to call my friend and have them come pick me up and take me to the emergency room, because any like muscle movement, like trying to drive or anything, like it hurt so bad. Like I was in tears on my way to the hospital, because like even trying to go down the stairs, like everything, I've never felt that kind of pain in my life. So I was kind of afraid, because I didn't know what was really going on with me. I honestly thought I could possibly be having a heart attack, but you know, I didn't know. So me going to the emergency room, that was me just trying to verify that I wasn't having one. And I wasn't, but I got there, I checked into the hospital at like 11 o'clock, and you know, I sat. Well, with chest pains, you get to skip right through. So they brought me right, you don't have to like wait. So they brought me right in the back, and they hooked me up to some machine, put some little stickers on my arms and my legs, and read something, basically to see if I was having a heart attack or something, so they could see me. Apparently I wasn't having a heart attack, but the pain was like, you know, when I went and I got checked in, they said my blood pressure was too high. But I knew it was only just because I was really stressed out, and I was like, I didn't know what was going on with me. And so they did that. They took my weight and everything like that, and they wrote down some information, and they sent me back in the waiting room. And I literally sat there for probably 3 hours until the nurse, not the doctor, the nurse brought me back, and she checked my blood pressure again. And that was, and then after she checked my blood pressure and asked me questions like, do you live alone, or stuff like that, nothing major. So they sent me back to the waiting room. Maybe an hour later, a lady comes out and she asks me to go take a x-ray of my chest. So I went to take the x-ray. They send me back to the waiting room. I'm sitting in the waiting room, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Then they call us back. They call us back into another waiting room. So mind you, I don't remember the name of this hospital, but it's in Riverdale. So if you are ever in pain, don't go there, because they don't care about you. And if you are dying, you're gonna die. So don't go there. I will never, ever, 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 ever go there again. You know, it was 6 a.m. I'm in the second waiting room. I'm just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. He's like, there's only one doctor on duty, and he's seeing other patients right now. The next doctor comes in at 7, and he should be to you by 8. Mind you, I've been in this hospital since 11 p.m. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm in here for 7 hours. You talking about you want me to wait for 9 hours? Mind you, the person who drove me has to be to work. It's already a little late. So, you know, I'm like, once they told me that, and I went up to the desk and I asked him, I'm like, are you able to let me know, like, if it's anything urgent, like, do I need to stay, or am I able to go? He was like, well, that's really for the doctor to say, and the doctor to tell you. Well, so he pulled out my x-ray. He was like, your x-ray looks fine. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm leaving. I'm still in pain, but, you know, I was just so frustrated for sitting there waiting for so long and wasn't being able to be seen. So, long story short, I wasn't able to get a doctor's note for my job because I was not discharged by the doctor, but I never got to see doctor. The hospital was very unprofessional. I will never go back there again. But so I did have my wristband from the hospital with my name, birthday, and you know, the date I was there, whatever. And I was scheduled Wednesday. I didn't leave the hospital till 6 something, and I was still in pain. I had to be at work at 10. So I texted my manager, the general manager. I texted Fiona and I let her know what was going on, and I told her, you know, I'm still in pain, whatever. No response. So I'm scheduled off on Thursday and Friday. So I have my Thursday and Friday off. I come back on Saturday, and I work my shift, and you know, I'm there by myself the whole, well no, actually Fiona was there Saturday morning. Didn't say nothing to me. She, hey Ronnie, being real fake. Then, I don't want to say names, but this person's actually someone dear to me. She comes in and she says, you know, Ronnie, I don't want no surprises for you. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to let you know what's going on. But Fiona plans on letting you go tomorrow at the end of your shift. And I'm like, wow, okay. Like, it was shocking to me, you know, after everybody was encouraging me to go to the hospital or the emergency room. And then I get bad news. But, so, Fiona, she tries to sneak out the back and leave real quick, but I catch her because she's in the back talking to some boy that, I ain't even gonna get into that, but she talking to some boy in the back. And, I asked her, I'm like, well, I'm like, what's really going on? Like, can you just keep it real with me? Let me know what's going on. I'm like, you know, I don't have any family down here. I don't need no surprises. So, like, let's not beat around the bush, but let me know. And she being real fake, like, oh, Ronnie, you're going to make me cry. I don't know. I just don't know. And Ronnie being fake as shit. So, she like, go back in there and talk to the one that let me know what's going on. And maybe me and her can figure something out and we'll let you know later on tonight. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I go back in the building and I am standing in the bakery and, you know, she gets on the phone and she's talking to, Fiona calls the other manager. She's like, let Ronnie go because we have somebody to cover his position. And I'm like, okay. Like, and the other manager's like, well, why didn't you just tell him that when he went outside to talk to you? Why would you send him here to talk to me? Because if it's up to me, he's going to keep his job. She's like, no, just let him go because I got someone to fill in the position. Mind you, that's going to be hard to do because she can't even do my position. She comes in, she don't know how to make no drink. She asks me how to do this and do that. She can't serve the tables. And when she gets 2-3 tables, she panicking and she can't handle it. And when she come in, she's sitting in the back, she's on her computer not doing nothing, or she's in the front trying to host. Mind you, when I'm there, I'm serving, I'm hosting, and I'm bartending. I'm running the whole front of the house. But, you know, it is what it is. I know my worth and I know what I contributed to the company. So I'm not really mad at the end of the day because in that industry, you can find another job like this. And there's other places that pay more and make more that would love to have me working for them. But honestly, I wanted this to be my last job until I was my own boss. And that's what I'm actually working on right now. I'm working on being my own boss so nobody can be able to fire me again. Wrongfully fire me at that. Because that's my first time ever being fired in my life. I've never been fired from a company. Ever. You know, but I was never written up, never a verbal warning, nothing like that. So, you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm blessed, I'm highly favored, and I have God on my side, and nobody can knock me down or bring me down. So, you know, it's just a minor setback for a major comeback. I was salty at first, but I'm not even mad anymore. You know, I wish them all the best of luck, and I do want her to know, Fiona, if you're watching this, I do want you to know that what you put out in the universe comes back. So I just hope that you're ready for, you know, what God has in store for you, because I thought about being spiteful, but God gonna get you better than I can. So, you know, what you put into the universe, it's gonna come right back to you. So I just hope you're ready for it. But with that, I'm gonna end this video. Thank you all for watching. And if you have a similar experience, you can share it with me in the comments below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on my channel. And I'm gonna be putting a lot of content out because I got a lot of free time now. But yeah, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna collect my unemployment and my food stamps, and you know, for maybe a week or two, and then I'll start looking for another job. But you know, in the meantime, I'm just gonna get myself together, my mental right, find out which course I want to take for to start my entrepreneurship. So yeah, so stay tuned, and I'll be back very soon to let you all know what I'm signing up for. But thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and yeah.